Having very weak neck muscles is one of the most important factors when it comes to having neck pain or headaches. So if you often have neck and head pain, I encourage you right now to lie down on the floor because we're going to do a small 60-second test that will help you identify if you have a weak neck or a strong neck. So lie on your back on the floor with me. I already have my timer set up here and we're going to start working on the test. All you have to do is bring your chin toward your neck, closing the space between your jaw and your neck, and then we're going to slightly lift your head off the floor. You don't need to lift it too much, just about a finger's width is more than enough. And we're going to try to hold the position for 1 minute. Let's go for it. Chin down, lift, make sure the back of your neck isn't touching the floor, and hold it with me. Look at a fixed point on the ceiling and count. Well, actually, there's no need to count. We have the timer here. 47 seconds. 40. Chin, don't let it move, because it's very likely to change position as the exercise goes on. 30, come on. We're halfway there, and I'd be lying if I told you this is pretty easy for me. How much? 20, 15. 10. The truth is that it has been quite difficult. 3 things can happen. The first is that you can't lift your head. In your case, your neck is really weak. It can also happen, as it happened to me, that your neck shakes, it's hard to hold the position, and you don't make it to a minute, but you might last between 30 and 60 seconds. In that case, well, it's not entirely bad, but we need to improve that neck strength. And finally, it could be that you hold for 60 seconds without shaking and without cheating. Without any kind of pain, in that case, I sincerely congratulate you because you have a very, very solid neck. So now, if you're in the first or second case, I'm going to show you 3 ways to work on your neck strength progressively from the simplest to the most complicated. And let's go with the first one. We lie on our backs with the nape of the neck resting on the floor again, knees bent. Let me center myself for the camera, and from here, all we have to do is an exercise that I call the double chin exercise. The first thing is to identify the gap that exists between your neck and the floor. Notice how I can slide my hand in without any problem. Secondly, identify our chin, which is right here in front and just below our jaw. Thirdly, tuck that chin back as much as possible, let the back of your neck roll a little and lift up, and see how the space that existed before between your neck and the floor is considerably reduced.
Tal y como puedes ver aquí.
It's called a double chin, and it's going to help you start strengthening the deep anterior muscles of your neck. We have 2 ways to know that we're doing it right. The first one, as you already know, is that this space disappears. The second is that a small double chin appears here in the front, which can sometimes also be accompanied by a deeper tone of voice. Basically, because here we have the vocal cords, and what this does is cause a slight compression and a modification of the voice. It's not so much on the outside, but more on the inside. You're going to hear it differently yourself. So let's do 10 repetitions of this magnificent exercise. I let my chin go up, I relax my neck. Notice how this space between the neck and the floor increases, and then I pull in hard, and it decreases. It's as if my head grows a little taller. The space is much smaller. I can barely fit my fingers in, and I hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax. That's 1. Let's go for the second one. I draw the back of my head in. It goes up a little. That's it. I keep that double chin, that deep voice. 3, 4, and 5. And relax. 2. Let's go for the third one. Tuck in, hold, close your eyes if you get dizzy, if you lose your balance a little. 4 and 5. Relax. We've done 3. Let's go again. Tuck in your head. Pay attention. This space gets smaller. Hold the position. 2, 4, and 5. We've done 4. We have 6 more to go. Tuck in your chin. Pull back. Press down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax. And you're probably starting to notice certain sensations, maybe in the front part of your neck, on both sides of your throat, maybe more in the back, or even in your upper back. That's fine. You may notice the effort where your neck is weakest. Let's do the last 5. Squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. 6. Let's do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
10,
8. I have 2 left. Let's go for it. 9. Last rep. Down. And 10. Perfect. First level of the exercise, the easiest one. Now we're going to change the position of our head so that gravity does its job and we can work the muscles a little more intensely. This is just one set. You can choose one of the 3 exercises and repeat them throughout the day in 4 sets of 10 repetitions. Let's sit near the wall for the next challenge. 3. Get a stool and place it right up against the wall. This pause is to remind you that every Sunday I send an email with all the videos I've published during the week on my channel, completely free of charge. This newsletter contains not only those videos but also a link to my library with more than 1,000 videos to improve your quality of life and early access to all the programs I launch throughout the year. As I said, it's completely free. All you have to do is click on the top right corner of the screen or the first link in the comments. Just leave your email and you'll be signed up. That's it, the best way to improve your quality of life and keep up with all my updates. Second level. Let's stand with our back pressed firmly against the wall. I have my buttocks, my shoulders, and the back of my head all touching the wall. And basically, it's the same thing. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel at this point in the session. Let's become aware again of that gap between my cervical area and the wall. Let's become aware of my chin, and we need to do it. Give yourself more of a double chin. I tuck that chin back. Very strong, very strong, very strong. And you can notice how the distance between the neck and the wall decreases. A double chin appears here. That's why it's called a double chin. And also the Adam's apple gets a little bit pressed down. Therefore my voice becomes a little deeper. And all of this will also cause the head, the crown of the head, to lengthen upward. This way the deep muscles contract both in the front on both sides of the throat and also in the back. We hold for 5 seconds since we've already done it. And then we relax and let the chin come forward. I bring it in. Let's go for it. Very far back, very straight. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I relax, because besides seeing and having me explain it to you, you have to try it. You have to do it yourself at home. If you don't take matters into your own hands, if you don't take action, your pain will never change. You can't put your trust or your hopes of improvement, 3, in someone else, a massage or a pill. It's your responsibility to exercise. Improve many aspects of your life to reduce your pain. We can't think that with just one pill or a massage that pain is going to go away completely, because most likely it will come back again. Let's go. 4, 5, relax. 4. Let's do 6 more together. Very straight, chin back. Keep the movement small. 4, 6. Let's go again. Tuck the chin in. 7. I have 3 repetitions left. Tuck the chin in. 8. Last 2. Let's go for them. I tuck it in. Very high. Pay close attention to this space, how it gets smaller. 9 repetitions left. I tuck it in, up. I like to close my eyes to create a stronger connection between mind and muscle. And I relax. And honestly, when I finish the exercise, the sensations are very different. More strength, more stimulation. I even feel straighter. And that's the wonder of exercise, that it activates the muscles we need to activate. Let's go back to the quadruped position down here to try one last, slightly harder version. Remember, try the first, the second, and the third. And stick with the one that gives you the best results, the one that feels best for you. And we do 4 sets of 10 repetitions of the exercise 3 times a week. Let's get down here again on the floor. Let's move into the quadruped position. Wrists placed right under the shoulders, knees under the hips. If this is a position you can't hold, well, then this exercise isn't for you. You have 2 variations we've already seen. From here, I want you to keep your gaze straight ahead. Think about that space again. Now, unfortunately, we no longer have the wall to measure or gauge that gap, so we'll basically have to imagine it. First of all, I want you to lower your chin. Bring it down toward the floor as much as possible, moving your head downward. Next, we do the movement we already know. Pull that chin back. The back of my neck as high as possible. We would reduce this space. And again, we should see a double chin forming and a voice that becomes a bit deeper. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The fact of letting your chin drop down helps give more range and more movement to the exercise. This makes it more effective. We will feel it both in the front and the back of the neck, even between the shoulder blades. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I let my neck drop down, chin close to the floor, and then up, way up. 3, 4, and 5. That's 3. I let my chin drop down. I lift up. 4, I relax, chin toward the floor. Upwards, 2, 3, 4, and 5. My nose itches. Let's go back. We have 5 more left. Up again. 6, let's do 4 more. As you can see, my elbows don't move. My shoulders don't move either. My body is completely still. And it's only the neck that's moving forward and backward. Here we have the force of gravity working against us, pushing the head toward the ground. Therefore, the exercise is a little more complicated. We've done 8, I think. Let's do 2 more. Up, 1. 3, 4, 5, last rep. Up, 1. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and relax. Very good. This was the 3rd level. And with these 3, you can start to evaluate which one has helped you the most and felt the best. Let's lie on our backs again. Very good. After doing the 3 exercises, it's time to evaluate again. I'm sure that now, after having activated all those muscles beforehand, you'll be able to do the test more safely. And more effectively, set your timer. Lie on your back again with the back of your neck supported. Remember, we tuck in the chin like in the first exercise. And next we're going to lift the head, just a little bit off the ground. Are you up for it? Let's go for it again. Press the button. Lift the back of your head. Chin to your chest and hold the position for 60 seconds.
2,
50. Don't lose that chin position. Always leave a small gap between the back of your neck and the floor. We're starting to shake a bit. How much? Come on, there's only a little bit left. I don't talk anymore, I just endure. There's not much left, right? Ah. Impressive. Honestly, this second time went a little better for me. I noticed less shaking, better control. And it's basically because we did a warm-up beforehand, some muscle work beforehand. You see how just by activating the muscles, doing one set of each exercise, those muscles become more effective, work more properly, and help us better protect our neck. The results are clearly visible, and I encourage you to keep exercising consistently. At least 3 times a week, doing 4 sets of 10 repetitions at the level of difficulty that best suits your abilities. And neck pain doesn't just depend on the strength of your neck. There are other very important factors as well, such as mobility and stability. And these are the 3 pillars, like the 3 legs of a stool, that we worked on in one of my programs called Cuello de Acero, in which more than 700 people participated. A program that consists of 21 sessions and will help you work on those 3 pillars so that thanks to consistent exercise, you can free yourself from neck pain for life. If you're interested, I've left a card here in the upper right corner of the screen that links to the page where I explain each and every point we'll work on during the program. Go for it. Take control of your life. Pain won't be solved with massages or medication. You have to take matters into your own hands and be responsible for your own quality of life. That's all. I sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking this test with me. I'd like to see in the comments what your level was, how you felt while doing it, and of course, I'd like you to share it with anyone who might need it. Because small gestures like these can change someone's quality of life, especially if we keep doing them over time. That's all. I'll say goodbye now, hoping to see you again in another video on the channel. Bye. Bye, friends.